Welcome back, everybody. Let's play Sega Superstars Tennis. So we have played through a couple of things thus far. Super Monkey Ball, Somebody Amigo, which I wish had more content. So of course, Space Channel 05, which I also wish had more content. It's just a radio, which was grand. And let's jump on to something else we have a character in, actually. Knights. Although I would not mind playing as Gum at some point. But at least just like a singles match with Gum. So sorry for not really doing what was probably promised, but I would actually really like to just get the chance to play as Gum at some point. And her star power is a little bit more interesting than Beats, I think. Actually, no. Opposite. I like Beats a lot more. Gum's star power, you'll probably just see it here actually, since it's a singles, well, since it's an actual match. Aha! Purple Serve really means nothing, but it's cool to do. Voice, yeah, I like Gum's voice actress a lot more in this game too. Man, the perfection, Gum. Nope.
Let's look at the 30 love. Got it.
Oh, it'd be nice if you had more lines than that. Oh, almost perfect. That's a really underwhelming shot, but the underwhelming ones are great. Yeah, Gum is a woman of few words in this game, isn't she? Oh, you know where to go. He's learning me. That works. So if we can work up to a star power at some point here, that would be nice. Oh, he just run up to it with, like, so much fervor. He knew what he was doing, and he just did not do anything.
This is most disturbing.
There we go. So,
Love 30. Mine.
anyways, I find her more let Mom sleep for that. It's kind of weird. So yeah, it throws the ball around in a weird way, but it also throws Keisatsu on the opposite side of the court, which the other players have to dodge. Which I think is actually a bit more interesting in doubles than singles, since there's more going on their side of the court. So it's a bit more.
Jeez, you could at least try to win.
I know, right? Someone who understands me. I wish you could play as Gum more. I remember her saying that. But seeing people get rammed by the Keisatsu is fun. Anyways, Knights. I like Knights. I've wanted a number of times actually to play the Knights. Some game of the Knights series. In fact, are there only 2 main Knights games? I'd have to look into it. I think there's the original is just called Knights, and there's Knights into Dreams, although I don't really play Wii things. In fact, I don't know in Dreamcast either. Something about how I play the Knights games. But I like the idea. No, there are more games than that. No, there are more games than that. I've always thought it sounded interesting conceptually, though. So it's something that I might do one day if I have the means. I will say, though, they did something kind of strange in this game with Knights. Kind of the same thing that we've actually encountered with some other characters already. And I'm not fond of it, but I'll put up with it, I guess. Also, I like Knight's design a lot. I think Knights actually looks really pleasant in this game. Same with Riala. I'd never be able to sure pronounce it Riala or Riala. I think it's Riala. I'll have to listen for the announcer. That's such a pretty place. Some blue tangs. Like the one kind of fish that I actually recognize. Yeah, I fret Knights actually like floats. I fret this music. Actually, I fret this chord entirely, you know, I think about it. It feels so cramped playing doubles.
15 love.
It works. It is kind of weird seeing Knights and Riala just float, but it's not necessarily bad. Let's not lob it at Riala right there. I almost considered doing that for a moment. That would be a terrible idea, because it would be in the prime spot for slamming it.
Game. Night. Mimi. I won't lose.
Yeah, that. I was kind of waiting on that the whole time. You could hear little grunts coming from Knights, but Knights actually talks in this game, which is really weird, honestly. Also has a very distinctly feminine voice, which I think some people adapt to, since... If I recall, from what I've heard at least, the games were kind of deliberate and never actually defining a gender for Knights. Playing a bit too hard here. Not getting anything done. So back and forth. It's like, is a lob a terrible idea there? Or that's not a lob at all, actually, but it's quite the opposite, in fact. But yeah, I know a lob would be a terrible idea because I'd be lobbing straight at my opponents, or my opponents would get the right where they should be to accomplish other things. If I could actually find the time to use this frickin' ability.
Sweet dreams.
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, close one. Love
I can't say I like Knight's voice in this game either. I just don't like listening to it. It just sounds unnatural to me in some strange way. Like, it sounds forced, like the voice actress does not mean what they're saying or something. Yeah, in reality, you were slow on the draw there. Whatever you were doing, you were just kind of not thinking. The attention was elsewhere. Ah! You can get those slams down, seriously. Let's not feed Knights. Let's not do that either. Oh, shut up. It's all perfect game. I don't intend for him to use star power either, but okay, well, it doesn't matter now. Oh, stop hogging the camera, please. Knights. Man, that was almost perfect. Arrgh. Mission! I know I want more than that. Knights, that's also desirable. Music! Fair enough. Well, now I have a whole tournament ahead of us. Okay, well, same deal as last time. We might not have anything to do, or what am I saying? We might not be able to fit this into the episode, this whole thing into the episode, depending on how well I do. This is a doubles tournament after all, and doubles matches can last a little bit longer. But no. Singles, what am I talking about? Let's go! Yeah, something there's something I like about Knight's vest. I like the level of... There's a mixture of detail and simplicity there. I just find it really pleasant to look at too. The combination of colors or something like that. I don't know. Guess I didn't really win a new song. I just kind of got the song that was already unlocked on here, I think. I played by default.
15 love. Go!
Please stop saying words, Knights. I wish you could just turn your voice off. It is really fancy, though.
30 love.
The water effects on here. Like, these are actually really good water effects for the PS2, I would say. The PS2 isn't the most powerful.
30.
That was terrible. I know. Your smile isn't really reflecting that kind of state of being, but the PS2 was not always the most powerful graphically
40, 15.
of its generation.
Go!
So this kind of a lot of these water effects I'm seeing right now, I'd normally expect to see on like the Xbox or something like that. Reminds me a lot of what you see in BLiNX actually, which had some really, really amazingly pretty water graphics.
Were you asleep?
I don't know if they were trying something specific with her accent, well, his or her, with the Knight's accent in this game, because they had something in mind. Like the fact that Knights has an accent is very deliberate.
Yay!
The voice reminds me of Starfire, actually. It's on
My
one to me.
turn.
Oh crap, I just hit right at him. Ah!
Go. 15
I was
all.
too distracted by the fact that I actually managed to hit right there.
15-30. Go.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty powerful star power too, if you can use the bloody thing. But seeing how the water reacts to where you're standing and where the ball bounces and things like that, it's actually pretty pretty. I like this place. There you go.
Game, set, and match. Nice. I won. Let's play again.
Well, let's just keep moving. Beat, not beat. Knights. Why monkeys? What is with the copious amounts of monkeys in this game? It's very unsettling. Like, I'm wholly all for Samba's inclusion, but the capacity in which we have encountered monkeys in this game, sometimes simultaneously, has
15
left
love.
me very uncomfortable.
Yay.
There's pretty fish everywhere. Goodbye.
30 love. Go.
And I can't wait until the computer starts pulling this sort of stuff on me, instead of it just being me doing it to the AI. It'd be great.
40 love. Yay.
Let's go. Whoa, yeah, that spin. Yeah, I is using that spin like crazy.
Game. Nice. Were you asleep?
Watch out for a spin type. Oh, I just now noticed the joke with "Are you asleep?" Look at you, writers. You know what you're doing. In some capacity. You have some level of familiarity with the source material.
Yay.
That's good for a crossover. Lob! Not gonna... Okay. I expected to actually make use of that slam opportunity, but sure.
Go.
This time we did a little bit better than we did last time with using this thing. Oh, you can still do lobs and whatnot with it too, which is great. Ah. Oh, shoot, there we go. I guess that last hit's a pretty cruel one, because, yeah, your opponent teleports each time they hit the ball, but it doesn't matter too much because the ball actually goes by pretty slowly. It takes its time getting over the net, but that last hit, when it doesn't actually, when your opponent gets teleported, but then the hit after that doesn't actually, yeah, pleasant music. And the hit after that, something about this reminds me of Klonoa, actually. It's pleasant. But you can actually put on some topspin without all those like slow coilies. Oh, it's a nice symmetrical pattern. It's nice. And of course, the classic matchup. I'm guessing Riala also wasn't voiced in their original appearance. I wouldn't know. Riala, if I recall, is known as male, though. And definitely voice acted as male in this game. But why does the Knight's logo rotate so much? Perfection! Can't mess with perfection. Stop it.
15 love. Yay!
Ah. Anyway. See, like, why would I want to do that? Why I just did right there? What's the benefit to doing
30
that?
love. Go!
To me, it just creates a place at which the opponent can slam the ball and make everything harder for you.
40 love. Go!
Yeah, we're just about done here. Whoa, what happened there? What happened there? Why'd I do that? That was actually me pressing the buttons necessary to create a lob. I just didn't need to make a lob.
I won't lose.
What is that axis supposed to be? Oh, there is fine. Oh dear, why? What was that? So sure, another perfect game. Well, actually, I already knew that this was gonna be perfect because I got an imperfect game my first run around, but whatever.
Yay!
Whatever. Even. Goodbye.
15-30.
Just kind of sat there for a while and then he decided to swing. Wasn't really sure about it. Come on. What? Thanks. Thanks. Let's not turn this into a multiple game affair, okay? Well,
30-40.
an affair of mini games.
Go!
Yeah, let's just go at this. Be swift about it. There we go.
Game, set, and match. Nice. I won! Let's play again.
I do think the flying animations for Knight's Rail are actually pretty good in this game, though.
I knew I was
Whoa!
going to
My
win.
god, Cam, what are you doing? Somebody's got a little happy with the rigging there. I felt like that was just a moment where developers just kind of wanted to show off the fact. Whoever was assigned with creating that animation, that scene as a whole with the camera and whatnot, just they really wanted to show off the fact that they could connect the camera to a character like that. Assuming they did, maybe they didn't, I don't know. Man, what's all the actual games here? Well, that's not bad, it's just like mini games of some sort. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next time, next episode to play Sega Superstars Tennis. I guess this will be a whole episode. Oh well. See you guys next time when we play more tennis. Huh. Surprise.